Yes. Good evening, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the 5 spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, Queens. This is your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, the man who holds the back doors of the Q5 and N24 buses, creator, host with the most, misunderstood lonely nomad, unstoppable independent podcaster, and of course, Queens, New York native of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And you are now rocking, listening, streaming, and watching the 331st episode of Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast. The comedy space for wild, crazy, fun topics in entertainment news, music news, real life, including mass transit, a little mental health, and everything else in between. And of course, it's between serious and funny. All right. We are live and direct on StreamYard alongside with Instagram Live and of course YouTube. If you are in the Instagram Live feed and you like to chime in on today's episode topics and how you feel about it, please feel free to actually press the notification um alerts so you could be aware on when I'll go on the air via live stream on Instagram Live, and of course you have YouTube as well. Of course, be sure to actually click on the subscribe button, and of course alerts, which includes the notification bell, so you can be aware and reminded on when I'll be on the air via live stream, including recording episodes, including the date, the day, and the time. All right. And yes, feel free to leave a like and a comment alongside with the topics that's being discussed. And of course, be sure to listen, stream, watch these episodes in case you miss any of them. Don't you worry. And I have a couple announcements on some things to do for the weekend, which includes a podcast festival that's going on for all you Atlanta folks out there, and of course some other places that's going on in New York, and I'll try to see if I could get to some places in the California areas as well. So stay tuned for that one right there. Um and you know remains to in the remains to be seen segment where I actually get to um some fun things for you folks out there that you are looking forward to doing, even though it may be raining and all that other stuff. So don't worry about that right there. So stick around. I got you. All right. So I know it's been a while since I've been on the air. I was dealing with a particular situation in regards to a particular local credit union bank that closed down or whatever. But I'm actually going to figure out some stuff. So by next week I should be able to take care of everything as far as like the refund checks and stuff. So I got that covered. So I just wanted to actually, let you know what I was going through. Um I don't want y'all to think that I've forgotten about you guys. I haven't. I just had some stuff going on. So I just wanted to let you know what was going on for all you listeners out there. All right. So, all right, let's get this let's get this New York podcast show on the roll by going to a little thing that I like to call the New York Mass Transit Files, man. We got some MTA New York City we got some MTA New York City Transit news that we got to talk about here, man. So here we go. One moment. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to let the plane pass. Anyway, our New York Mass Transit file topic is regarding the F train. I don't know if y'all heard, but regular service on the F line has been restored between Manhattan and Queens through Roosevelt Island following the completion of renovation work in the 63rd Street Tunnel under the East River. Since August, F trains had been running along the E line to and from Queens to accommodate work in the tunnel, including brand new tracks and 25,000 feet of new third rail, which provides electric current powering subway trains. MTA crews also replaced signals and cables, repaired defective concrete, and sealed leaks. In the meantime, though, Roosevelt Island commuters were made to use an F train shuttle. No, excuse me, an F shuttle train running along a single track at 20-minute intervals, traveling between Lexington Avenue, 63rd Street in Manhattan, Roosevelt Island, and 21st Street, Queensbridge in Queens. Meanwhile, since F trains were sharing tracks with the E line, the M train was rerouted to terminate at 57th Street in Manhattan and did not go to Queens. Oof. And of course, this took place. Hold on. Both the F and M lines resumed regular service between Manhattan and Queens at 5 a.m., which took place on April 1st. Monday morning, F trains arriving at Roosevelt Island were greeted by Greg Morissette, the dean of the island's Cornell Tech campus, as well as Cornell Tech mascot Touchdown the Bear. Hmm. Not sure what that has to do with transit, but okay. The 63rd Street Tunnel, originally envisioned in the MTA's 1968 program for action, was largely completed in the 1970s, but didn't open for service until 1989. And even even then, it did not connect to the Queens Boulevard trunk line, and thus was often deemed the tunnel to nowhere. Oh wow. The connection was completed in 2001. I don't know why they would call it the tunnel of nowhere, but not really. I'm gonna digress on this shit. The tunnel has two levels, the upper one being used by the F line, the lower one lay dormant for decades, but last year was finally activated as Long Island Railroad service arrived at Grand Central Madison. Up next, we have the Second Avenue subway story. And this is from the city, NYC. The MTA hopes to put shovels in the ground for the next phase of the Second Avenue subway by March, which already passed already. Um, Even while lawsuits challenging congestion pricing, which is very, very crazy right now, could slow the $7.7 billion project to stretch the Q line north to 125th Street. Transit agency officials on Monday announced the awarding of the first contract on the three-station East Harlem extension, a $182 million agreement to relocate underground utilities in advance of construction on a 106th Street stop. Other new stations are planned for 116th and 125th Streets. End quote. We're talking about sewer, water, electrical, telecoms, all those cables and pipes that run underneath the streets, said Jamie Torres Springer, the president of MTA Construction and Development. We have to relocate that so that we're in a position to then build that 106th Street station. The MTA announced in July that it planned to award the first contract by the fall, but the deal with CAC Industries Incorporated was not announced until Monday. Records also showed that another contract in excess of $100 million for a consultant to assist MTA construction and development in managing a timely on budget and safe completion of the project has had its opening date pushed back from last November to late February. Jeez. Jeez. Um yeah, we're in a procurement, Torres Springer said. We're answering questions. MTA officials warned that the awarding of other contracts on phase two construction, including for tunneling and station construction and systems work, are in danger of being held up until legal challenges to congestion pricing are resolved. That plan's vehicle tolls are slated to raise billions of dollars for planned major transit system upgrades. Oh, damn. I don't know about that one right there, man. It's very important that we get through the unfortunate challenges to congestion pricing, which is going to allow a lot of critical projects to proceed on schedule, Torres Springer said. We're pretty confident and optimistic that the courts are going to find that the MTA filed an appropriate process and be able to proceed. I don't know about that one right there, man. Decades in the making, the MTA is aiming to complete the second phase by the early 2030s. The Second Avenue subway was first proposed in 1929 and partially constructed in the 1970s. Lisa Daglian, head of the Permanent Citizens Advisory Committee to the MTA said the slew of lawsuits from New Jersey and elsewhere are holding up progress to protect to a handful of drivers. Imagine if New Jersey invested this much time, money, and energy in New Jersey transit so that its residents had Marriott options instead of getting Marriott excuses, she said. I feel for the people in New Jersey, how they actually dealing with the hold on. I actually feel I actually feel for the people in New Jersey that's dealing with the fare hikes and shit. And 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 yeah, it's going to this listen, this whole congestion pricing shit, and I already told my reasons why I'm against it. And like I said, it's going to ruin the lives of hardworking people and the people who have businesses. People are already dealing with fucking high rent costs and stuff, and as far as taxes and all that other stuff, man, and it's getting real crazy. And let's I'm just hoping that nobody gets pushed out of New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, or any other state whatsoever that's dealing with congestion pricing. Because the thing with London that's doing that shit, it failed. You know what I'm saying? It failed. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. Where was I? Yes, the latest developments on stretching the queue from its 96th Street terminal, an extension which would include an East Harlem tunnel built in the 1970s, came after Governor Kathy Hochul earlier this month touted a planned western extension of the Second Avenue subway to three more new stations beneath 125th Street. The proposed expansion would serve an estimated 240,000 commuters daily, connecting the queue to seven existing lines that already have stops along 125th Street, Atlantic Avenue, St. Nicholas Avenue, and Broadway. We'll be launching the feasibility study shortly, Torres Springer said. And what we're looking at is to create that tunnel for future generations in the same way that the 1970s tunnel is available to us. Um, but the potential schedule changes had triggered concern among transit watchers about the impact to the next phase of the Second Avenue subway, a decades in the making project whose first three stations opened in January 2017 at 72nd, 86th, and 96th Streets. Delays on the front end are often a signal of delays on the back end, said Eric Goldwyn, an assistant professor and member of the Transit Cost Project at the NYU Marin Institute's Transportation and Land Use Program. More broadly, this speaks to the uncertainty and the risk that the MTA takes with every project. Are we actually going to be able to do this thing? Better, faster, and cheaper. Yeah, I don't know about that one right there. Um, the work to reach 125th Street in the second stretch of the line called Phase 2 is expected to cost close to $7.7 billion, according to NTA cost estimates submitted to the Federal Transportation Admission, no, excuse me, Administration in early 2022. $7.7 billion. Damn. Um, MTA officials pledged that Phase 2 work will be better, faster, and cheaper than the first segment by reducing station size and making use of the existing tunnel while flagging lessons learned from the first phase of the line. There were real estate acquisitions that held up the job that should have been identified earlier. Torres Springer said community issues were not known early enough on. We need to avoid surprises. Officials said the transit agency has already acquired key properties in the path of the 125th Street station. For the 116th Street stop, two properties must still be acquired, though the lot on the west side of 2nd Avenue from East 119th to 120th Streets that is needed for the launch box for tunnel boring machines is already under MTA control at the site of the one at the site of the future 106th Street station. Four sites are not yet owned by MTA. This man I have no wax to live in there. Okay, so Hochul Federal Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg and Senator Chuck Schumer were among the public officials who traveled to 125th Street in November to sign a $3.4 billion federal funding grant agreement to help pay for the next stage. Ooh. In East Harlem, residents said They are skeptical about continued progress on a line first proposed in the 1920s and partially constructed in the 1970s, yet let alone a westbound turn. This has been going on since I was 4 years old. I remember when they had wooden planks on the street because they were supposed to be putting in the subway, said Derek Johnson, age 56. I'll have to see it. I have to see it first before I believe it. While waiting in the snow on 125th Street Friday for a crosstown bus, David Moore, age 48, said he would welcome having an east west connection on the Q line. That would be good, he said. Sure, I believe in miracles. All right, so all right. Okay, all right. Let's go to our next segment right here, which is chatting all the jazz. We got a passing of an actor um who used to be on all my children. And I remember that soap opera show that used to be on ABC years ago, but um we'll get into it. We'll get into it in the segment right here, man. I know this is pretty sad and stuff, so I just want to start with that before I get to the funny stuff. So here it is, chatting all the jazz. Yes, unfortunately, we have some sad news of an actor who passed away. Um, um, and this is from yeah, yeah. This, the man's name is Alec Musser from All My Children. Um, okay, so here's what's going on here, folks. The cause of death for soap opera star Alec Musser has been revealed, according to a news release from the San Diego Medical Examiner's Office. Musser, age 50, who was best known for his role as Del Henry on the soap opera All My Children, was found dead at his home in Del Mar, California on Saturday, according to the Hollywood Reporter. According to the medical examiner's office, Musser died by suicide due to a self inflicted gunshot wound to his chest. The agency stated that Musser was discovered at his home at about 6:43 a.m. Pacific time. Damn. Damn, man. Damn, that's crazy. Musser's fiance Paige Press says she last saw him on Friday night. Variety reported she found him the next morning seated and slumped forward on the bathroom floor. The medical examiner's office wrote. Press observed a firearm near him and an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound to the chest and called 911. Paramedics and law enforcement officials responded and confirmed the after death, according to Variety. Musser appeared in the 2010 movie Grown Ups, according to Deadline. He played the role of Water Park Stud, according to IMDb.com. Musser landed his role on All My Children, appearing in 43 episodes from 2005 to 2007 because he won the second season of a reality show called I Want to Be a Soap Star, according to the Hollywood Reporter. According to Deadline, Musser's credits also included Road to the Altar, Rita Rocks, The Phantom Executioner, and Desperate Housewives. So, SIP to Alec Messer. All right. So, yeah. Some might say gone too soon, you know? And sending healing energy to the families out there and friends and stuff who knew him. All right. Um anyway, man. Anyway, more crazy stuff that we got to get into right here, man. More crazy shit. I forgot about this, man. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be part of trends and news, but I'll just include this in anyway. Two people are dead and one is in critical condition after the driver of a car they were in smashed into an oil tanker truck early Sunday morning. Police say a 23-year-old male driver with three passengers, including two teenage girls, was driving the Chrysler sedan eastbound on um on on Ville Avenue in Hunts Point when he struck the parked oil tanker at about 3:15 a.m. Sunday. Video published by the New York Post showed the car driving at a high rate of speed before losing control and smashing sideways into the truck with a strong force of impact. Damn. Damn, son. Damn, that's crazy, man. Man, that's crazy. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Where were we? Yeah. So two of the passengers, 21-year-old Gavante Robinson of Brooklyn and 15-year-old Sabrina V- Villa Gomez of Rockland County, were pronounced dead at Lincoln Hospital. A 17-year-old girl sitting in the back seat was taken to St. Barnabas Hospital in critical condition, while the driver was taken to Harlem Hospital in stable condition. So no arrests have been made in relation to the incident. As of last week, the city has seen 11 traffic fatalities so far in 2024, including one on New Year's Day that killed 5 people. Last year, traffic collisions claimed the lives of 256 people on New York City streets. All right, so let's get into what's going on with Best Buy, man. 1 second. Starting this month, Best Buy is seizing the sale of DVDs and Blu-rays both online and in store. I visited my local Best Buy this week and saw firsthand the barren shelf singular where movies used to be. I bought a Disney 100 Steelbook of Beauty and the Beast for $23 and left the store for what may be the final time. Then I got on Amazon and ordered the new 4K Ultimate Edition of Avatar The Way of Water and realized Blu-ray ain't going anywhere after all. A lot of people are treating Best Buy's decision to stop selling movies as a watershed moment for physical media. Hold up. But speaking speaking as someone who has a close relationship with both Best Buy and Blu-rays, it really isn't. I worked at a Best Buy all through high school back in the early 2000s when half the store was made up of rows and rows of DVDs and CDs, and I built a pretty impressive collection. Practically my entire paycheck each month went towards special edition movies, TV box sets, and new albums. And thanks to movie nerds like me, Best Buy thrived. As I continued to work at Best Buy during holiday breaks in college and for years after as I tried to get my filmmaking career off the ground, I watched physical media slowly disappear from the store. Damn. That's that. Wow. 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 Who knew that DVDs and Blu-rays are basically phasing out? That's crazy. I mean, not too many people. I don't know if they use DVDs and DVD players like that anymore. So wow. Wow, that's like a double whammy for customers. All right. Shout outs to Matt Growing and the creators of The Simpsons, especially putting this on the s- my instance soundboard website and stuff. Which is one of my favorites actually. So just to give a little credit and stuff. So there you have it. Anyway, hold on a second. Anyway, where was I? Where was I? Yes. Yes, it's certainly true that streaming has a huge impact on the Blu-ray business. Only collectors buy discs now because it's easier and cheaper to stream things. That said, Best Buy hasn't been the market leader in physical media for a long time, and seeing it finally give up on Blu-rays isn't the nail in the coffin for physical media that you might think it is. Best Buy wasn't pushed out of the disc business by streaming. It was pushed out by Amazon. Cheap items with low markup, like Blu-rays, used to be Best Buy's way to get people into the door. Movie aisles were strategically placed towards the back of the store so that you'd have to walk past all the new phones, tablets, and laptops to find them. While you browse the movies, giant televisions lined the walls in front of you, showcasing the latest and greatest in home theater technology. Best Buy wanted people to come in for The Dark Knight on Blu-ray and leave with a new HD TV. And for many years, that worked great. Damn. Um, Fewer people are buying physical media now, yes, but more importantly, the people who are buying disc aren't driving all the way to Best Buy to get it. Like many retailers, Amazon's ability to ship things quickly and for free has made shopping so convenient that there's no reason to go into a store anymore. If disc if discs aren't generating foot traffic, then Best Buy doesn't need to sell them. Wow. I don't think anything about the physical media market has fundamentally changed here. I'll miss Best Buy's exclusive steel books, which were meant to be its last ditch effort to get people back into the store, but you are still going to be able to buy Blu rays if you want them. Greedy streaming services that delist their own content makes a strong case for the continued existence of physical media. And it's an important component of media preservation, no doubt about it. But this is Best Buy's situation. Isn't the canary in the coal mine people think it is. As long as the Criterion collection exists, physical media will survive as long as vinyl is still a thing. Nah, I don't think that's just still a thing though. I don't know too many stores that still sell vinyl records. I'm not too certain. From what I'm hearing, there's a music store called Sam Man's that's actually closing its locations too, which I'll talk about in a future episode. So don't worry about that one right there. Um, let's see. let's see. Blu-rays will still be a thing too. Um, discs aren't as you ubiquitous. Hold on. You be um ubiquitous as they used to be, but they are not going to disappear completely. Not for films and not for games either. Yeah, so I do feel for the people who worked at Best Buy and stuff. So that's crazy, man. That's really crazy right there, man. And I feel for those hard workers that's getting laid off and shit. So that's really hard, man. Um, yeah, that's crazy. All right, up next we got Charlie Wilson. R&B icon Charlie Wilson experienced a moving full circle moment when he was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The frontman of the legendary R&B group, the Gap Band, A71, received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in Los Angeles on Monday, where he was honored with a ceremony that included speeches from stars like Snoop Dogg and Kenny Babyface Edmonds. Um, as Wilson revealed while accepting the coveted honor, receiving a star meant a great deal to him since he had overcome drug addiction and homelessness on those same streets on of Hollywood in the early 90s. This recognition holds this very special place in my heart as it symbolizes a journey that started many, many years ago. The musician told the crowd, which included star-studded attendees like Kanye West, Tyler the Creator, Ty Dolla Sign, and others. Um, After telling a heartfelt story about how excited he felt when he saw the Hollywood Walk of Fame for the first time while the Gap Band visited LA to record the debut Magician's Holiday in 1974, and how he met Stevie Wonder the following day. Wilson opened up about how he's been sober for 29 years. Life has a way of testing us, and after the success of the Gap Band, I lost no, excuse me, no, I found myself homeless on the streets of Hollywood. I could probably take 80 steps, and it was one of them side streets. I was hiding and sleeping under cars, he shared. It was during those challenging times that I realized God had a plan for me. He broke me down to build me back up again, and I'm forever grateful for that experience. The Grammy nominated artist explained that his journey of self discovery led him to meet his wife, um, Mahin Wilson, who he called the love of his life, and listened to his speech from the crowd of the star unveiling. She was one of the counselors and the doctor at the rehab facility where I sought help. She played a pivotal role in the turn of my life around, he said. The recording artist known as Uncle Charlie continued, today I stand before you as a man who been sober for 29 years. No relapse, one day at a time, 29 years, 7 days a week, no days apart from that lady right there. Um Wilson went on to thank his wife Mahin Tat, members of his team and collaborators at the event, which was emceed by Jimmy Jam and held on his birthday. He concluded, the star represents not only my journey, but also the power of resilience, faith, and unwavering support of those who believe in you. Thank you all for being a part of this incredible moment. I am truly blessed and highly favored, and I look forward to continuing to share my music and my story with the world. Wilson's longtime manager, Michael Perron Edwards, age 64, Pharrell Williams via live stream, and Snoop Dogg, age 52, all shared touching tributes. The drop, the Drop It Like It's Hot rapper, in particular, told a heartfelt story about how he credits the There Goes My Baby singer with saving his marriage. And the hitmaker first rose to fame with the Gap Band, which he co-founded with his brothers Ronnie and Robert Wilson in their hometown of Tulsa, Oklahoma in the late 1960s. Throughout the 70s and 80s, the beloved funk band went on to release hits like You Dropped a Bomb on Me, Party Train, and Burn Rubber, among others, and eventually saw 9 of their albums go platinum. The group's sound went on to influence a handful of hip hop artists, many of whom have sampled their tracks over the years. Their song Outstanding, for example, has been sampled by over 150 artists, including Tina Turner, Madonna, and Usher. In the 19 in the 90s, Wilson launched a successful solo career, garnering 13 total Grammy nominations over the years and a Soul Train Icon Award in 2009. Yeah, and of course, if you or someone you know is struggling with substance abuse, please um contact the SAMHSA helpline at 1-800-662-HELP. Um, that's 1-800-662-HELP. All right. So speaking of help, man, I wanted to talk about Elmo for a second, man. And it's crazy because nobody is actually asking people, including myself, which I normally do when it comes to not only talking online to people, but face to face and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So Elmo from Sesame Street, according to the Washington Post, um, It was a Monday morning at the end of a long January, a double whammy of devastation, and Elmo had a question. And Elmo is just checking in. The beloved Sesame Street character wrote on social media, "How is everybody doing?" Not well apparently, and maybe really bad. Celebrities, news outlets, Sesame Street characters, accounts, and everyday people replied, many with existential dread, despair, and exhaustion. By Tuesday morning, Elmo's post on X, formerly known as Twitter, the platform formerly known as Twitter, yes, I just mentioned that, had received more than 110 million views. Um, Resisting the urge to tell Elmo that I am kind of sad, wrote the actress Rachel Zegler. Many others did not resist that urge, writing about seasonal depression in a never-ending winter, which I talked about seasonal depression episodes ago. A deadly war that's potentially widening in the Middle East, losing their jobs amid mass layoffs in tech and other sectors, and a heartbreaking playoff defeat just before the Super Bowl. We've been better, Elmo wrote the Detroit Free Press in response to the Detroit Lions falling to the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC Championship game after leading by 17 points. While there was plenty of banter among the responses, the overall tone also reflected a sense of hopelessness that appears to be common. Yes, this is from the Washington Post, and the last topic I was talking about, Charlie Wilson, is from the People website. In case you didn't know, so the widespread engagement comes during a growing mental health crisis affecting millions across the country and world, as half of US adults report being lonely and more people see the mental health of those around them deteriorating. Um, yeah, it's crazy. I feel for those people, man. You know what I mean? I really feel for those people. That shit is serious. Um, yeah, I feel for those people, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Um, yeah. Yeah, so where was I? Hold on a second. Yeah, the widespread engagement comes during a growing mental health crisis affecting millions across the country and world, as half of US adults reporting being lonely and more people see the mental health of those around them deteriorating. In 2022, hold on. In 2022, the US launched the 988 990 988 suicide hotline that connects callers directly to trained crisis counselors as one way of addressing the issue. Um, After millions of views, Sesame Street's official account replied with links to mental health resources, as suicide has become a leading cause of death among people aged between 10 to 14. Damn. Sesame Workshop has sought to address of the mental health of children and their families in videos, podcasts, and courses. Um and let's see, hold on. Thank you, Elmo, for checking in with a reminder for us to pause and take a mindful moment to focus on how we're feeling. Sesame Street's official account wrote, for emotional well being, resources, and more, visit Sesame Workshop on their website at sesame.org/mental health. That's sesame.org/mental. Actually, let me just rephrase this. www www.sesame.org/mental health. All right. So there you go, right there, man. In case for people who may need this and want to hear this and stuff, this is coming from the Washington Post. Um, s- so Aaron Bisman, the vice president of audience development for Sesame Workshop, Sesame Street's parent company, said in a statement that the grown-ups running the Sesame Street characters accounts know that so many people have unique, sometimes nostalgic relationships with Elmo, Cookie Monster, Oscar the Grouch, and other characters. Those relationships mean Sesame Street friends can reach a broad audience in promoting mental health resources for children, he said. Elmo is the lovable furry monster audiences have a deep connection with, Bisman said. Yes, indeed. And I'm very impressed actually. Um I'm very impressed actually by Elmo, man, for doing the mental health checking because I I'm not the only person that's doing mental health check-ins and stuff like that. This is very inspiring for to me actually, and I can actually relate to this and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I can relate to this is because of the fact that you don't want to assume that everybody is fine, but in reality, they're really going through some shit like dark times, difficult losses, um, being bullied from school, colleges, high schools, work, whatever it may be, man. You know what I mean? Just know that you are not alone in all this. All right. So yeah, I appreciate Elmo for actually asking about people's well-being because that's very inspiring to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Um so yeah. All right. So yes. Like I said, Elmo is a lovable furry monster audiences have a deep connection with. Bismuth said, yes, indeed. And I agree. And I agree with that. He's a good friend asking you, how are you doing? Yeah, I have to agree, man. You know what I'm saying? I have to really agree with this. This is very, 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 very good and very humbling of Elmo to actually ask this question because that's very, 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 and it really means a lot to people to hear that from him. You feel me? I like this. I like this topic, man. You know what I mean? I really do, man. This is pretty cool. I agree with this. Yep. Um, yeah. Well-known brands including Chipotle, Shake Shack, Firefox, and Sony Pictures responded to the original post too, with an eye toward marketing deals to sadden users, excuse me, who could use a burrito or a shake or the internet. Sesame Street characters, including Oscar the Grouch, Cookie Monster, um, who complained that he would be better if he had more cookies, and Big Bird also joined the dreadful fun. Grouchy, Oscar's account wrote fittingly. So did celebrities, including singer um, Dionne Warwick and T Pain, who referenced lyrics to his song Bartender. Hmm. Not a coincidence. I'm just looking for somebody to talk to and show me some love, if you know what I mean, the singer wrote. A smaller number of users wrote that they were surprisingly actually doing well, as Chance the Rapper did, to the amazement of his followers. Honestly, I'm in a really good place right now, wrote the artist born Chancellor Jonathan Bennett, using the abbreviation for right now. But that kind of response was the exception, as the fluffy red character was um, inundated with doom and gloom. On Tuesday, Elmo followed up saying he'd check in with everyone again soon. Wow, Elmo is glad he asked, Elmo wrote in a post that received more than 50 million views. Elmo learned that it is important to ask a friend how they're doing. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I like this story, man. I like this story so much, man. I can't get enough of this, man. Anyway, man, let me continue this story. President Biden was one of many who replied saying that Elmo was right to check in with his followers. We have to be there for each other, offer our help to a neighbor in need, and above all else, ask for help when we need it. Biden wrote, even though it's hard, you are never alone. And I'm not talking about the Michael Jackson song You Are Not Alone, which is true. I'm not talking about that. This is actually real life shit though, you know what I'm saying? Um yes, so Elmo famous for the Elmo on fire meme known as Elmo Rise or Elmo Fire. Oh wow. Perhaps one was hold on. Sorry about that, folks. The noisy planes is what's really getting to me, actually. So I had to put it on mute. So I do apologize for putting it on mute, though, man. So as long as y'all can hear me and the audio is okay, then we good. All right, let's continue. Yeah, but Elmo Rise or Elmo Fire? Oh wow! Perhaps was the most. Oh man. Oh man, the most logical Sesame Street character to spawn this type of response. The meme. Oh shit. Which shows him with his arms raised against a backdrop of flames can be used to express chaos, anger, or feeling overwhelmed by, well, everything. As one user pointed out with an image of the meme, the world is burning around us. That about sums it up, Elmo. Yeah. Um, all right. Before I go on to the next topic, man, I want to give a round of applause to Charlie Wilson, who got the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and Elmo from Sesame Street for asking people about their well-being, whether it's mentally, physically, and spiritually, like I'm doing with my segment right here, which is mental health check-in, which is an inspiration by a fellow radio personality from football radio, Chris Childs. Shouts to you. Um, if it wasn't for any of this, if it wasn't for any of this, I wouldn't have made this a segment, and I wouldn't have done the Elmo story, which is which is very, very, very fun. And I think it's very important to actually reach out to one another. It doesn't matter how busy they are or whatever case scenario may be. I mean, it's all about taking a risk. You gotta take a risk sometimes, though, man. You know what I'm saying? No matter how busy they are or whatever case scenario may be, they will make time. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's pretty much what's going on with me. Sometimes it's hard for me to make time with certain people because certain people may not be able to relate to what I'm going through. Um, Not even my parents. You know what I'm saying? And I will admit that. And yes, I may be a busy guy who has work and three multiple podcast shows whatsoever, but at the same time, I feel like sometimes there's never a good time to um reach out to people. You just have to take a risk. Forget about trying to pick the right time to do that. Whether it's during the morning, whether it's during the evening. Most people work during the day, so most people text. And that's exactly what I mostly do. I mostly text because of the fact that they might be busy during the day. And um I can't tell you that it's easy to reach out to people when clearly it is not. So I actually can relate, man. And this is a lesson to everybody out there that's listening right now, that's listening to podcast shows, including mine, on every streaming platform whatsoever, which I will get to in a couple of minutes. So there you go right there, man. It's a little fun tip right there, man, for all you people out there, man. Anyway, I want to let's make some noise, man. I want to make some noise for Charlie Wilson, who got the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and Elmo for reaching out to people about their well-being, about their mental health, whether it's mentally, physically, and spiritually. You know what I'm saying? This one's for you. This one's for you. All right, Rich the Kid. Rich the Kid. Here we go. Um, According to Hip Hop DX, Rich the Kid is gearing up to drop his fourth studio album, and he'll be bringing along Kanye West, Offset, and more on the ride. The new effort, the new effort title, which is out right now, actually, Life's a Gamble, is expected in the spring, which is spring right now, actually. But Rich has yet to specify a date. According to our generation music, Travis Barker and Rob 49 are also among the names set to make appearances. Um, in an Instagram post which took place on Monday, January 29th, Rich shared some promo for the effort along with a new snippet. Life's a Gamble, album spring 24. Let the game begin. He captioned it. Right. So Life's a Gamble will be Rich the Kid's first album in 4 years. His last effort, Boss Man, dropped in March 2020. Little Baby, The Baby, Nicki Minaj, Post Malone, Lil TJ, NBA Youngboy, Quavo, and more made appearances, but the project failed to make a big splash and soon dropped off the charts following a number 24 debut on the Billboard 200. Wow. 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 That's fucking insane, man. That's fucking insane, man. Like, oh man, oh my gosh, man, that's fucking insane. Anyway, this is crazy. Where was I? Oh, yes, this is insane. Oh shit, this is so insane to me, man. Okay. Oh man, this is so funny, man. Oh boy, that's insane. Yes, yes. Where were we? Yes. In other news, Rich was arrested in Miami last month for refusing to obey police orders while they investigated a bomb threat at a hotel where he was staying. Come on, man. Really? Really though? According to TMZ, the rapper was arrested after cops established a perimeter around the SLS hotel while they conducted their investigation and barred anybody from going inside. Rich apparently insisted that he needed to get to his room, which the cops said could not happen while they were investigating. They allegedly warned him he would be arrested if he continued to insist on going to his room. According to the police, Rich responded by saying, I'll bond out in 20 minutes," and attempted to enter the hotel through a different entrance, but was confronted by security. The new Freezer rapper then allegedly jumped the fence before encountering a canine unit. He was ordered to leave the hotel but refused before he was taken into custody. Ah, damn. Rich the Kid was hit with two misdemeanor charges, um, resisting an officer without violence and trespassing. By the way, Rich the Kid's real name is Dimitri Leslie Roger. For those of you who may not know. In a separate report by the Shade Room, it's claimed that Rich attempted to enter the hotel because he was trying to meet with a music promoter to collect his payment for an event. The 31-year-old was scheduled to perform at the Hyde Beach nightclub alongside NLE Chopper and A Boogie with the Hoodie. Damn, that's fucking crazy, man. That's really crazy. You know what I mean? Let me see. 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 What else? What else can I talk about here, man? What else can I talk about here? Hold on. Let me make sure I cover the bases here. Yes, let's go over let's go over Trae Tha Truth and of course the February box office for 2024. All right, let's go to Trae Tha Truth. In a segment that I call, hang on a second here. Hang on one second, folks. This is movie Man Cave Popcorn regarding Trae Tha Truth, and now go over the February box office. Um, I'll go over that. So this is a movie Man Cave Popcorn segment right here, folks. So here we are, right here, right now. One moment, please. Um, So Trae Tha Truth, for those of you who may know, hip hop artists and stuff, right? I didn't even know he was making his acting debut until now. Um, yeah. Hold on one second. Yes, this is according to Hip Hop DX. Trae Tha Truth has now added acting to his extensive resume thanks to a starring role in a new film called Soul. Soul. Over the summer, the Houston native held a premiere party for the film during his 15th annual Trade Day celebrations. On Friday, January 26th, the rapper took to TikTok to share a teaser clip of the film and to announce that it was now available for streaming on Tubi. My new movie Soul is out now on Tubi. Tap in, he wrote in the caption. Yeah, I could take a look at it for yourselves actually on his TikTok page. Um, in November, the Houston native, whose real name is Fraser Thompson III, had his assault charges stemming from the alleged beatdown of rival rapper Zero dropped after he completed a diversion program, which was what was needed to fully dismiss the charges against him. Trae told TMZ that he will continue to give back to the Houston community at large as he feels it's his God given mission to do so. He also promised that he would stay out of further trouble so he could continue his larger mission. Last December, Fox 26 Houston reported that Trae was charged with a misdemeanor for assault causing bodily injury over the scuffle, which happened after a celebrity basketball game hosted by 50 Cent in Houston, Texas, in August of that same year. A video of the 42-year-old rapper turning himself into authorities circulated online on December 30th, showing onlookers embracing him as he walked into the Harris County Joint Processing Center in Houston, and was released shortly thereafter. The fight in question took place outside a restaurant in August 2022. Footage of the incident shows several men kicking and punching Zero, who was curled up in a ball on the ground. Trae Tha Truth could be seen restraining the men attacking Zero before he and his entourage appeared to make verbal threats until police ultimately intervened. Zero spoke with TMZ about the incident and claimed Trae and his entourage ambushed him. I was minding my business when I walked outside. I'm called over to the side of Sprinter van, and Trey was like, "Hey, when you get finished doing that, come take this walk with me, right. Take this walk with me right quick," he said. I was like, "You talking to me?" I had to make sure he was talking to me because I mean, I see you everywhere. You see me everywhere. So when I walked over there, the only thing I saw after that was this gestures to being punched in the face. Damn. Anyway, man, check out his movie So on Tubi right now. All right. So, let's go over the box office for February. Um, let's go over the box office for February, man. You know what I mean? Um, and this is according to Entertainment Weekly. It's Song versus Sword at this weekend's box office, where Bob Marley's musical biopic has once again landed on top. Bob Marley One Love is thriving for the second week, more than a week, more than 2 weeks actually. But now it's already out on what is it? Paramount Plus. Yeah. Yeah, so it's thriving for the second week in a row after jamming its way to number one with a domestic intake of $13.5 million. Audience showed up to watch the Jamaican singer songwriter overcome adversity on his way to becoming a reggae icon, with the film now boosting to a total of $71.1 million domestically and $120.5 million globally per ComScore. The only film that came close to contesting the weekend's winner was hang on a second. Was Sony and Crunchyroll's anime sequel Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba to the Hashira training. I'm not too familiar with that film, so forgive me. Featuring brother sister duo Tanjiro and Nezuko from the hit anime series. The film takes its story from the swords the swordsmith village and Hashira training arcs of the manga series. Fans flock to theaters for the latest chapter of Tanjiro's journey to become an elite demon slayer, with the film debuting to $11.5 million in the US. Globally, the total sits at $41.7 million. Coming in third, Coming in third place is faith-based drama Ordinary Angels, which follows a small-town hairdresser who finds a renewed sense of purpose when she meets a widower trying to make ends meet for his young daughters. The film debuted to $6.5 million domestically, though her powers um certainly come in handy when it it comes to saving the lives of three mysterious young women. Um, of course, everybody was shitting on Madam Web, the movie. Actually, everybody was shitting on it and shit like that, though, man. Madam Web's clairvoyance isn't helping out when it comes to the box office success. The film has already sunk to fourth place during its second week in theaters, adding 6 million to its $35.4 million domestically, yield $77.4 million globally. Dakota Johnson's entry into the world of heroes is the latest comic book flick to struggle at the box office, earning far less than the superhero success stories of recent years. It notably it notably debuted to the lowest opening of any film in the Sony Spider-Man universe. Elsewhere, an unlikely hero is holding tight to the top five. Universal's migration continues to win over families, telling the tale of a flock of ducks whose Jamaican vacation goes awry when they find themselves lost in the busy streets of New York City. With a cast full of comically inclined performers such as Aquafina, um, um, Kumail, Nan Nanji Nanjiani, Kamal Nanjiani, Elizabeth Banks, and Keegan Michael Key. The film earned another $3 million towards its $120.4 million domestic total, which is $268.7 million globally. Lagging behind in eighth place on the Argyle, didn't really care for it. $148.3 million global, and Wonka already made its money. Actually, it came out in December 2023, so it made over $500 already. So it's $617.3 million. Um, is Ethan Cohen's solo debut. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Drive Away Dolls. Despite featuring the star power of Geraldine Viz Viswanathan, Margaret Qualley, Beanie Feldstein, Pedro Pascal, Coleman Domingo, and Matt Damon, the zany road trip adventure earned only $2.4 million domestically for a global total of $2.6 million. Congratulations to Wonka. Congratulations to the Bob Marley biopic. And if you want to check it out for yourselves, you can check it out on Paramount Plus. Um, you can check it out on Paramount Plus. I'm pretty sure they have it. I don't know if they have it on DVD, but I will look it up for yourselves. Actually, like Paramount Plus would be your best bet actually, and all that stuff right there. So I don't want to. Hold on, let me see. Let me check something actually. Let me check something. On DVD. Let me see something here. Yes, it's on DVD. It's on DVD in stores and along with Paramount Plus. Yeah, you can find it at Target. You can find it at Amazon, Walmart, um, Etsy. You find it at Vid Store HD. Um, yeah. So there you have it right there, man. There you have it right there, man. You can find it at yeah, you can find it there though. So there you have it right there. Um all right. All right. Let me okay, I had to check something right there, man. Hang on a second. Hang on a second here, man. Okay. Where were we? Where were we? Where were we? All right. Let me get to the next segment right here, man, since we're done with movies. All right. All right. Our next hang on a minute here. Our next segment is in regards to some fun activities to do for the weekend. So let's start off with remains to be seen, man. I'm pretty sure y'all ready for this segment right here, man. So let's do this. Remains to be seen, kid. Get it? Remains to be seen. Let's start off with the podcast festival that's going on in Atlanta, Georgia, provided by the Black Effect Podcast Network, which is owned by Charlamagne the God, alongside with iHeartMedia. Um, for all you Atlanta folks out there, this one's for you, man. I got y'all with this though, man. In case y'all want to check it out for yourselves, I got y'all. All right, so all right, and this is from the Yahoo website, right here. So here we go. Here we go, right here. Let me see. Let me see. Hang on a minute. Hang on a second. All right. So iHeartMedia and Charlamagne the God, from the Charlamagne the God, today announced the return of the Black Effect Podcast Festival to celebrate, uplift, and amplify Black voices in the podcast industry. The event would take place Saturday, April 27th from noon to 8 p.m. Eastern at Pullman Yards in Atlanta, Georgia. Charlamagne the God will join the festival alongside some of the Black Effect's most popular personalities for a day full of live podcast tapings and informative discussions aimed at aspiring podcasters in the black community. The festival will be hosted by comedians Pretty V and B Dot. Of course, tickets are on sale right now, so hurry up and get it. Eastern and all that great stuff right there. So, the second annual festival will feature live appearances from some of the Black Effect's most popular shows, including Carefully Reckless with Jess Hilarious, who is also the co-host from the Breakfast Club. Congratulations. Horrible Decisions, of course, by Mandy B and Wheezy. Black Tech, Green Money, and Deeply Well with Devi Brown, with special guests includes Michelle Williams from Checking In, and of course Dr. Joy Harden Bradford for Therapy for Black Girls. The festival will also feature special live recordings of hit shows Poor Minds podcast, the Bowler Alert Show podcast, and $1 million Worth of Game, hosted by Wallow and Gilly the Kid. Additionally, ticket holders will hear thought provoking and informative panel discussions during the event, including how to make money in podcasting and build brands and shifting podcast content and brand partner norms. The panels will feature special guests, including Kari Champion from Naked with Kari Champion, Will Lucas from Black Tech Green Money, John Hope Bryant, Money and Wealth with John Hope Bryant, Glasses Malone, No Ceilings, Mandy B, Horrible Decisions, as I mentioned, and others. Um, we are proud to return to Atlanta for the second year in a row to showcase the talent across our network and some of the biggest shows in podcasting, said Charlamagne the God. Through culture defining storytelling, unique brand partnerships, compelling panel discussions, special live podcast recordings, and more. We are inviting everyone to experience the power of the Black effect and the many ways Black creators are driving the culture forward. Last year's sold out show brought together thousands of podcast fans with the Black Effect Podcast Network's top talent for a day of live podcast recordings from the network's most popular shows, including the 85 South Show podcast, um, Horrible Decisions, Big Facts, and a special joint taping with Reasonably Shady and Checking In with Michelle Williams. The Black Effect Podcast Network is the leading platform for Black creators to raise their voices and be heard in the podcast space. It brings together the most influential and trusted voices in Black culture for stimulating conversations around social justice. I'm not sure what that phrase means, um, but I digress. Pop culture, sports, mental health, very important. News, comedy, is the best medicine, laughter is the best medicine, and more. Launched in September 2020, the Black Effect Podcast Network has since debuted 37 shows featuring a luminous roster of marquee talent and culture shifting voices committed to enlightening, educating, and entertaining, audiences curated by Charlamagne the God himself. Festival sponsors will be on site at the event with engaging activations for attendees, including the Pitch Your Podcast booth in partnership with Nissan. In addition, the festival will also feature a variety of other activities, such as a pop up marketplace showcasing merchandise from Black owned businesses, excuse me, a photo booth and office hours with one-on-one mentoring sessions with iHeartMedia executives. And of course, Black Effect Podcast Festival partners with AT&T, Nissan, and State Farm. Um, okay, and for those of you who may not know what the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartMedia is about, I will gladly fill you in. The Black Effect Podcast Network is a transformative network founded by a renowned cultural architect, executive producer, best-selling author, and media mogul Charlamagne the God. who you may know from The Breakfast Club, Brilliant Idiots, and other projects. In a historic joint venture with the world's number one commercial podcast publisher, iHeartMedia, Charlemagne and iHeartMedia created the groundbreaking first ever Black Effect podcast network, celebrating the most important Black culture shapers on the planet in education, politics, entertainment, sports, and pop culture. The Black Effect Podcast Network gives rise to emerging and established content creators and storytellers whose perspective and creative vision have been marginalized and overlooked while serving an audience that has been underserved. The Black Effect Podcast Network helps its partners define their place in podcast culture through influence, ideas, and influences that engage, inspire, inform, and empower. Now, on to iHeartMedia. iHeartMedia Incorporated is the leading audio media company in America, reaching over 90% of Americans every month. iHeart's broadcast radio assets alone have more consumer reach in the US than any other media outlet, twice the reach of the next largest broadcast radio company, and over four times the ad enabled reach of the largest digital only audio service. iHeart is the largest podcast publisher, according to Podtrack, with more downloads than the next two podcast publishers combined, and has the number one social footprint among audio players, with 7 times more followers than the next audio media brand, and the only, hang on one second. Sorry about that, folks. I had to take a sip of water and eat a little snack and let that loud car go by. Um. Anyway, as I was saying, let me figure out where I left. Oh yeah, hold on. iHeart is the largest podcast publisher according to Podtrack, with more downloads than the next two podcast publishers combined, and has the number one social footprint among audio players, with 7 times more followers than the next audio media brand, and the only fully integrated audio and text solution across broadcast, streaming, and podcast. The company continues to leverage its strong audience connection and unparalleled consumer reach to build new platforms, products, and services. Of course, you can visit iHeartMedia.com for more company information. And of course, make sure you go to blackeffect.com/podcast festival for tickets. Hurry up and get them while you can before the 27th of April. Hold on. Wait. Let me make sure. Let me backtrack on the date on when that's happening. Let me backtrack on the date on when that. Yes. April 27th. April 27th is the podcast festival by Black Effect Podcast Network. With all the podcast shows that I just mentioned right there. All right. So Atlanta, this is for you, man. Go check it out and go to the website to purchase your tickets. Like I said, Black Effect, www.blackeffect.com/podcast festival. That's www.blackeffect excuse me, www.blackeffect.com slash podcast festival. There you go, right there, man. Sorry for being a little tongue tied, man. www.blackeffect.com/podcast festival. All right. Hurry up and get your tickets, folks. All right. So let's go on to some other places, like fun activities to do for the week, actually. So I got y'all with something. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second here. Hold on 1 second. Let's go to the people in Los Angeles. I haven't done that area in a long time. So let's go there. Some fun activities to do for the weekend that's coming up. All right, so we have the Festival of Books, which is from April 20th to the 21st. With the bibliophiles flock to the USC campus for this LA Times curated event, where you can roam stalls from booksellers and catch book readings and panels from some of the most recognizable names in literature on April 20th and 21st. In addition to the 300 plus exhibitors, this year's event includes an always impressive lineup of more than 500 speakers. Jose Andres, Ed Bagley Jr., Sophia Bush, who you may know from One Tree Hill, of course, Drama Queens, and Work in Progress podcast shows. John Favreau, Max Greenfield, Tiffany Haddish, Tamron Hall from a talk show, Mark Harmon, RuPaul, Kerry Washington from Scandal, Henry Winkler, and more. Plus a cooking stage with Nancy Silverton, QCP, and Tiffany Thiessen, who you may know from Saved by the Bell and other shows, among others. And she does have a cooking show as well. Okay, so we have another event for LA. Um what is this? Sick Psy Okay, hold on. Cyclavia, Venice Boulevard, from April 21st to December 20, no, December 8th, 2024. We have Pedal Through Palms, Mar Vista, and Venice during the West Side edition of the bike friendly event, which clear will clear cars along 5.75 miles on Venice Boulevard. And let's get a look at the price, man, for the first event that I just mentioned. All right, so it so it is located at the University of South California, 850 West 37th Street, Los Angeles, California. Um, and you can go to the website events.latimes.com/festival of books, and it's free. Indoor panel reservations, including a small fee. Yeah, that part too. Yes, that part too, actually. This one, hold on a second here. Where did it? Hold on a minute here. Hang on 1 second. What the hell? Hold on 1 second. 1 second, folks. Not mean to do this. Hold on. Okay, I got it. I got it. Um, yeah, for this weekend. Yeah, I got it. All right, so this event is going to be in various locations in LA, Los Angeles, and of course, you can go to the website, which is www dot ciclavia.org. And of course, the event is free, and the times um for April 21st is 9 a.m. Hang on a minute here, and hang on 1 second here. I don't know what's going on here. The hell is this? Oh, what the hell is this? Hold on, man. Hold on. Sorry about that, folks. I was really trying to really get to the schedule of the second event, which involves Venice Boulevard. So let me just go back to it again. Um, yeah. So April 21st. It's gonna be in various locations. Um, Ciclavia, which is Venice Boulevard on Sunday, 9 a.m. The following Sunday is May 19th, Ciclavia, Wilmington. Sunday, June 23rd of this year, Ciclavia, South LA. Sunday, August the 18th, Ciclavia, meet the Hollywoods. And Lincoln Heights. Um, and the heart of LA, the Valley. Yeah, so there you have it. There you have it right there, man. All the events are free. All right. And let me get to um let me get to some other spots in LA, and then I'll get to New York in a sec. So we got wild things are happening. The art of Maurice Sendak. Let the wild rumpus start at this celebration of beloved children's author and illustrator Maurice Sendak. The Scarball Cultural Center will be displaying more than 150 sketches, storyboards, and paintings from the Where the Wild Things Are creator. I'm not sure. Hold on a minute here, and I'm not even gonna go there. Hold on, I'm not sure about the whole Bob Barker thing. Not gonna go there. Let me see. Crush Groove. Um, Ice Cube, WC E42 Short Mac 10 exhibit, and J Rock headline 93.5 K Days annual hip hop concert. Let's take a look at the location of where it's going to be. Um okay, so Kia Farm located at 39 3 3900 West Manchester Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, and you can go to the Ticketmaster website for tickets and information, which is the Festival Inglewood in California, um, for tickets and stuff. And you can go to the section where it says buy on the website, which is www.timeout.com. That's www.timeout.com slash hang on a second here. Hang on one second. Timeout.com /Los Angeles things to do for the weekend. You're gonna see you're gonna see this you're gonna see the areas of each state. You click on one of them and you will be able to know when each of the states is having an event. Hold on, let me put up the website. Let me put up the website here. Hold on. This is the website that I'm using right now, www.timeout.com. That way, you'll be able to know when each event is going to be happening on whether it's the weekend, whether it's the week, anytime, anywhere, any place, man. So that's www.timeout.com. You can check it out for yourselves. For the people in Chicago, Paris, Los Angeles, New York City, which I will get to next. So there you have it right there. The Timeout website right there, www.timeout.com. All right. So there you have it right there. And all right, let me continue here, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Earth Day is happening. Earth Day at the History Museum, of course, actually. So swing by Natural History Museums, nature gardens for music collections, encounters, puppet performances, mini lectures on fossils and coyotes. Ew, not coyotes, man. And a primer on the science behind SpongeBob SquarePants during this Earth Day event at the museum. Oh wow. Woo. Wow. Wow. Hold on. So it's low. So the Natural History Museum Exposition Park is located at 900 Exposition Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90007. You can take a look at their website. $18 admission. Opening hours is from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So there you have it right there. Hold on a second here. I'm gonna get to. Hold on a minute. Hold on one sec. Oh, Ben Schwartz, the actor who plays Sonic the Hedgehog, who is going to be at a improv. So one of the most talented improv performers, period. See Ben Schwartz. See Schwartz, perhaps best known as Parks and Recs, Gene Ralphino, and now as the voice of Sonic, and as surprise assembly of friends take to the stage. Okay, all right. So hang on a second here. Hang on one second. All right, so here we go. So, Ben Schwartz is going to be at this place called the Largo at the Coronet, which is located at 366 North La Cienega. C. Hold on a second. La Cienega, Nega Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90048. Um, And let me see what the price is. I'm not sure. You can buy. Make sure you go find out some information on how to get tickets, and all that great stuff. And you can go to the website, which is www.rejectedjokes.com/tour. So there you go. Um And of course, let me see what else. What else? I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more actually. And you also have the Paley Fest. Geek out with fellow TV nerds at Paley Fest, the annual week-long festival with the cast and creators of Curve Your Enthusiasm, which is on its last legs of the season. Late Night with Seth Meyers, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, and a 25th anniversary celebration of Family Guy. Congrats! Congrats to Seth MacFarlane on his 25th anniversary of Family Guy. Who knew? Who knew it was going to last this long? If The Simpsons could last 35 seasons, so can Family Guy. How about that? Anyway, let's see. So, the Dolby Theater, Hollywood and Highland Shopping Center, is located at 6801 Hollywood Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90028. And of course, you can check out the website for more information, which is www.paleycenter.org/events/PaleyFest. And of course, today already happened. It's a list of dates that's gonna happen at the Dolby Theater. So, um, yeah, today, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry David, Jeff Garland, Susie Essen, Sharon, JB Smooth, Richard Lewis, Ted Danson, and Jeff Schaefer. For Friday, TGIF, Family Guy, um, Family Guy with Seth MacFarlane, Alex Borstein, Mila Kunis, Seth Green, Rich Appel, Alec Sokin, Caravallo, Danny Smith, and John Wiener. It starts at 7:30. For Saturday, it starts at 7 p.m. with the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Um, and yeah, there you go right there. Yeah, so that's some stuff to talk about in Los Angeles. Now we're gonna go to New York. Now we're gonna go to New York right here. So yeah, we're gonna go to New York. Um yeah, we're gonna go to New York right now, actually. Hang on 1 minute. Time out. Okay. I'm gonna go to New York right now. All right, so yes, so New York is what's going on right here. We're gonna go there, see what's going on for the weekend, what's popping for this weekend. Um and yeah, this weekend. Here we go. All right, so here we go. All right, so let me see. Let me see something here. So DJ More Soup Please, aka Isaac Campbell, is a Brooklyn-based creative who has helped reshape the NYC nightlife scene with high energy sets and silky smooth transitions. He pulls from genres including hip hop, R&B, reggae, Afrobeat, house, and more for his sets, which are bound to get you dancing. That's why we've got him at the Timeout Market rooftop every third Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. Join us for a rooftop day party where you can enjoy 10% off at the market bar using a promo code posted by More Soup Please. While you are here, make a day of it. Bottomless brunch runs from noon to 3 p.m. The tickets is going to cost you $55, get you yeah, $55, get you a 35 time card towards the meal of your choice from our concessions, plus including 3 hours of bottomless beverages, mimosas, bellinis, or apparel spritz. Yes, so let me see. So we have we have Day Dolan at the Lincoln Center. Step inside Day Dolan at Lincoln Center and let your cares melt away. 19 egg-shaped domes make make up this inflatable labyrinth, and walking through it truly feels magical. The piece is basically a giant inflatable labyrinth station at Dam Rock Dam Watch Park now through April 21st. Folks are encouraged to walk inside of it, shoes off though, for free to explore all its different pieces. You can show up anytime between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. through April 21st to wait in line, or you can reserve a fast track pass online. S'mores, hold on a second. Smorgasburg. The Food Bazaar Spectacular is back for 2024 with dozens of great local vendors across the three locations. In fact, with more than 70 vendors, it's the largest smorgasbord lineup since 2018. Vendors this year will serve up fragrant Ethiopian stews, Hawaii style street comforts, explosive pani puri, potato puff poutine, and lots more. Smorgasburg WTC runs on Fridays. Williamsburg is on Saturdays, and Prospect Park is on Sundays. Each location is open from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and operates weekly through October. Let me see if they have a way for you to. Let me see something here. Um, I actually talked about this episodes ago. What that is actually. Um, I actually talked about this episodes ago. Um, Smorgasburg. So let's see. Now, oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, let me see. So where where is Smorgasburg, you ask? So it's located at the World Trade Center around the Oculus at Fulton and Church Streets. The Williamsburg location is at Marsha P. Johnson State Park, 90 90 Kent 90 Kent Avenue. As for the Prospect Park pop-up, it's a Breeze Hill, enter at Lincoln Road. All right. And who's going to be there? Okay, so new vendors for 2024, 88 Coffee Company, Bagel Joint NYC, Bombay Doubles or nothing. Um, um, Imeye, Ethiopian cuisine, Fat Choi, Gotcha, Fo Fokasha, J.T. Ami, Patisserie, Kalihi, Cravings Cafe, Liz Bonata, Ole and Steen, Peril Slang Food, Portine, Dauphine, Tasha's Patties, Twingham, Virginia, Smash Virginia, and Wings by Chef Picky. Of the newcomers joining Smorgasburg, 6 are first generation immigrant owned businesses, and 11 are husband and wife run or family run. Smorgasburg's returning vendors include Mayo's Bow, Carlito's Barbecue, Tuck, um, Taqueria, Bona Ice Cream, and Red Hook Lobster Pound. Some vendors will operate at one location and some will have a presence at all three. So be sure to check Smorgasburg's website before you go. All right? You can check out their website. So there you go, right there, man. All right. So what else is happening for this weekend? That's a good question right there. Hold on a second. What's happening for this weekend? Let me just take a look here. And what else is happening here? Anything Earth Day related? Hold on. Latin Night Market, okay, dedicated to the cuisine and culture of the Latin diaspora. This event kicked off last year with near 20,000 fans. It's back for 2024 in the Dykeman area with to showcase South and Central American cultures offer. Expect a lineup of 50 vendors offering a diverse array of Latin flavors, plus a festive musical lineup. The Latin Night Market is more than an event, it's a celebration of diversity, community, and the vibrant tapestry of Latin culture, event organizers say. This night market runs on the third Friday of the month from April through October, starting from April 19th, which is tomorrow. TGIF Friday, man. The event occurs in Uptown Manhattan on Dykeman Street between Dykeman Plaza and Inwood Park. Okay, so let me just see what's going on here. If there's a way for you to, yes, it is free. For those that's wondering, it is free, and you can check out the website for more information. Www. What is it? Mastro Spider um mastrospitalitygroup.com/Latin Night Market. All right. That's where you can find some more information and details and all that great stuff right there. So there you go. There you go, right there. Let me see. All right, so we have the Queens Night Market again. Okay, so it's hard to get food on the cheap, but for 7 years, Queens Night Market has prided itself on offering the city's best eats for just $5 to $6. The Foodie Festival runs on Saturday nights through the summer at the New York Hall of Science in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park. New this year, the event will open at 4 p.m., an hour earlier than it has in the past, and will include even more vendors than usual. There will be other there will be other items sale besides food, including vintage apparel, homemade jewelry, ceramic products, locally produced art pieces, crochet, toys, stationery, and more and much more. All right. All right, so I got y'all where this location no. Actually, you can go to the website for more information and details, which is the queensnightmarket.com. All right. So there I don't think yeah. Yeah, go to their website, man. queensnightmarket.com. Go to their website. We also have the 88 Rising Head in the Clouds Night Market. To celebrate the lead up to Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, which starts in May, don't miss the 88 Rising Head in the Clouds Market on April 19th, which is tomorrow, happening from 5 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at the Culture Lab in Long Island City, Queens, New York. The market will gather more than 75 NYC brands and businesses under one delicious roof. Vendors confirmed for the event include New York favorites like Five Spice, Boba Family, Cakes by Lexi, Kitsby, Honey Cakes, Luna, Namwa, Silk Tea, Spot Desserts Bar, Twisted Potato. Twisted Potato, wow. Wow. And many more, and many others. Wow. You can check out more extensive list of the vendors below. General admission to the event, which is $8 online or $12 at the door, will include free swag from Omsen, the wildly popular Vietnamese American founded brand that has introduced bold Asian flavors to urban urbanites all over the country. So there you go, right there. There you go, right there. You can check. Make sure you go check that out. I'm gonna provide y'all with the location. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. No, I'm not sure. Wait. So hold on a second. Hold on a second. So this is located at 5-25 46th Avenue in Queens, New York. That's the Culture Lab, LIC. Um, and the list is Three Little Pigs Cafe, Five Spice, 929. Aki, Alan Blant, Alan Builds, Andrea Morales, Andrew Apparel, Apex for Youth, Ariel is Good, um, Bob Love, Basin, Candle Company, um, Bento Threads, Bernice Ho. Wow. Oh shit. Wow. Oh, oh my goodness. Baba Family, Boy Oh Boy Company, Cafe Hia, Cakes by Lexi, Carrie Kisme, Chaotic Neutral, Chinatown Social, MK C Threads, Chop Suey Club, Divinity V, Dumpling and Dips, SS Pearl, Filthy, Mari, Antalia, Forsyth, Fire Escape, From Here to Sunday, Gulp, Giabun, Hangry Dog, Heart and Soup, CO Food Company, Honey Cakes, Ice Boy, J&J and Clay, Jack and Friends, Gianrane Studio, um, Key, um, wait, Kex World, okay, um, um, Creation Studios, Little Songs Workshop, Lotus House Studio, Lucky Mal, Lunar Melancholy Company, Ming River, Ngurbo, Muffle Bar, Mona Jury, Moshi, um, Nabby Thoughts, Nucci, Nalo, Neat Beverages, Nanwa, Obeo Noodles, and Barbecue. Okay, Take Care, Patak by Ratch, Reprise Health, Rockstar Chicken, Smart Art, Sage and Saber, Sam's Ice Cream, Silk Tea, Suge Studio Soul, Spot Dessert Bar, Studio Ichiban, Studio um Studio Jashimi, Sugarcane Daddy, Sunday School, um 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 Tebe Tomo, the Bale Bay, Tucci Snacks, Twisted Potato. we we are Chimmy Warm Clay Company, Zing Food Tang, You Love Poon, Zen You Design, You Love Poon, Vicky is Drawing, and Zoology, Ceramics, and more. Like I said, it takes place at the Culture Lab, LIC, located at 5-2546 Avenue, Queens, New York. That's in Long Island City, folks. 11101. And to purchase tickets, you can visit the website um at um at hitcnightmarket.com. All right. All right, so there you have it right there, man. Let me see if there's anything else that I need to actually mention here, man, before I even wrap this episode up. Let me see. Hang on one second here. Hang on one second here. Hold on, I don't usually do this. Let me do this. Let me do this thing here, man. Hold on. I don't usually promote. I don't usually do um anything cannabis related. I don't usually do this, so I'm just gonna skip that. All right. Um. So yeah. I could provide y'all with some fun activities, which is 8 best game cafes. Okay. I'm gonna do this one. All right, and this is from the New York Family website. So playing board games is a great way to bond as a family. Board games teach strategy and sportsmanship, and they are just plain fun. Your family game nights don't have to be limited to your living room anymore. You are looking to bring some new life to your family game night. Check out one of New York City's board game cafes. Board game cafes have been becoming more popular in recent years, and it's easy to see why. For a small fee, you and your family can have a night of board game fun. These cafes typically have a library stocked with hundreds of different games and some delicious foods to go with them. Here are 8 of the best board game cafes in New York City to check out with your family. All right, so we have the Uncommons located at Thompson 230 Thompson Street in New York, which is Manhattan. Manhattan's first board game cafe boasts one of the largest libraries of games on the East Coast. Play classic games like Monopoly and Risk, or try your hand at the newest games on the scene or games by independent designers. You may even go home with a new favorite game. A night at the Uncommons is sure to be fun for the whole family. Next, we have Next Move Cafe, located at Bay 6 Bay 23rd Street in Brooklyn, New York. Hang out in the Next Moves Cafe cozy common area and play some of your favorite games while drinking bubble tea. Um, the game collection here is massive, so you'll definitely want to have multiple trips to try out everything the cafe has to offer. Their menu has options you can't get you can't get at any other board game cafe, including milk tea, kimchi fries, and kimbap. Um, if you don't know what kimchi fries and kimbap is, you can look it up for yourselves, though. All right. So we have, hang on a second. So we have Hex and Company, located 2911 Broadway, New York, New York, 462 First Avenue, New York, New York, 801 Broadway, New York, New York. Visit one of Hex and Company's 2 Manhattan locations for open play of over 1,000 tabletop games, role playing game meetups, and other community events. Hex and Company also offers a variety in person and online or after school programs for kids. These clubs are focused on exploring strategic thinking and encouraging teamwork and good sportsmanship. Hold on. All right. I'm gonna speed this up actually. Main Street Board Game Cafe, located at 307 Main Street, Huntington, New York. Unplug and enjoy an analog gaming experience with your friends, family, and other gaming enthusiasts. While you game, dine on snacks, and dream like milkshakes, lattes, hot pretzels, and more. Looking for an at-home gaming experience, or want to expand your home game library, you can order board games, collectible card games, and RPG books for pickup or delivery. Squirrel Cafe, located at 572 Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. This cozy cafe in Brooklyn is best known for bubble tea, coffee, and lots of board games. They have regular game night events, and you can always enjoy a quick board game with your regular coffee stop in store. Take your favorite games home with through the store's game rental program. Next, we have Sip and Play, located at 471 Fifth Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Sip and Play is a homey Brick Line Cafe, sure to provide a fun gaming experience for all visitors per use. Um, the shelves and shelves of games order from the cafe's expensive food and drink menu and take a seat for a relaxing night of board gaming. Have a little one that can't get enough of board games. Look into their after school game design academy for upper elementary schoolers and middle schoolers. Their inaugural year has kicked off already, but keep an eye out for future programs. Next, we have the Brooklyn Strate- hold on the Brooklyn Strategist, located at 333 Court Street in Brooklyn, New York. We have we have to find a gaming community at the Brooklyn Strategic. Um, Drop in with your family and play one of the 500 games in the store's gaming library. You can sign your game loving kid up for an after school program where they can sharpen their minds and make new friends. Looking to take your gaming skills to the next level? Take a lesson in games like chess, Catan, Magic the Gathering, and more. Of course, we have Last Place on Earth, located at 531 Graham Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. It's easy to feel at home in this women owned entertainment cafe. Grab a comforting cup of tea or coffee and drop in for open playboard games. Last Place on Earth also has a full lineup of events for adults as well as kids, including couples game night, yoga classes, book clubs, and Dungeons and Dragons nights for kids, teens, and adults. By the way, man, there is a bubble tea spot in Flushing, Queens that I went to actually, and it's also an app that you can actually download as well. And um yeah, so check out those events with your families and with your families, all right? These are the best board game cafes in NYC for you and your families to check out. It gives you a great opportunity to meet new people. So there you have it right there. Let me see if there's any Earth Day events. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see. All right. So Earth Day events. Hold on a second. Let me just take a look here. Let me just take a look here. Hold on a second. Earth Day events. All right. So since Earth Day is around the corner, I want to actually get into some stuff. So, and this is also from timeout.com actually. So, Open Streets, number one, Open Streets Car Free Earth Day, which is included. This takes place on the 20th. I don't really care about the weed shit. I don't really care about that. So the city will celebrate on April 20th by turning a portion of some streets into car-free zones from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This year, 53 streets and plazas across all five boroughs will be part of the program, making it the largest ever car-free Earth Day in the history of NYC. In addition to making areas more accessible to bike riders and pedestrians, the celebration will include musical and art related programs for everyone to enjoy, plus a series of awesome activations. All right, so we have Broadway. We have Broadway celebrates Earth Day concert. Broadway celebrates concerts. That's a theater um relation. Let me see. Yeah, so Broadway celebrates Earth Day concert. You have that, which takes place from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Broadway between 45th and 46th Streets. Um, You have um you have Tony winner Ruthie and Miles, Sweeney Todd, Tony winner nominee Annika Lawson, Almost Famous, Ben Cameron, Broadway Sessions, Mala, um Michael A I no Michael Maliakel. All right, from Aladdin, Jelani Remy, Back to the Future, Alexandra Soka from Wicked, Nick Walker, Spam a Lot, and more. And yeah, so be sure to check that out as well. Be sure to check that out as well. Um, hang on a second. What the hell is going on here? Hold on. What the hell's going on here, man? Hold on. That's not where I'm at. All right. Let me see. Yeah, this is where I was. Yes, so as I was saying before, man. Yes, so Broadway celebrates Earth Day concert. Make sure you check that out. And also there's an Earth Day festival on Governor's Island. There is Family Day Spring Fest at Carnegie Hall. Rockaway Earth Day beach cleanup. Treason and Echo Musical. Um, Pier 57 Earth Day celebration. We have Seaport Kids X Earth Day, Red Dye and Recyclable Pop Up, Crossing Open Ground at Lincoln Center. Let me see. Reaper Earth Day Festival and Grand Bazaar NYC. You have Human Nature and encountering ourselves in the nature, the natural world of um photo graphiska. All right. Master the art of floral bouquets, Earth Day at American Museum of Natural History, and then you have Coal and Ice at Asia Society Museum. Then you have Westside Community Gardens Tulip Festival. There's We Try to Warn You, blah blah. I'm not even gonna go into the whole climate change shit, so trying to speed this shit up. Eat sustainably, um, support sustainable artists, and all that great stuff right there, man. And also, before I wrap up here, man, I need to remind y'all on something, man. All right, so we have a music artist. Shout out to the homie Sins, man. He has a project that's coming out tomorrow. You can pre-order his album. Um you can pre-order his album. Let me just take a look at the name of his album actually. Hold on. Before I get anything twisted, let me make sure I get this right. Um yes, yes, let me all right, so his album is called Serious Sin. You can pre-order it right now and it's going to drop at midnight. And if it after it drops at midnight, I want you to check out all his songs right here, man. You can pre-order. Okay, pre-order contents may change without notice. Blah blah blah. You'll be charged and receive items from this pre-order as they become available. That's not it. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. So it's gonna cost $77.92. 8 songs, man. It has 8 songs on there, man. And this is his caption right there, man. And if you sick of all the fake rap beefs and all the beta male activity and you just ready to hear that dope, don't worry, I got us. It's that time again. The God about to rhyme again. Tonight at midnight, new album releasing on all platforms. Shout outs to everyone that pre-ordered already. Thank you to everyone that is a part of this project. Let's turn up. And which includes the people from The Shaolin, Staten Island, Shaheem, Ghostface Killer, Grain Music LLC, um, and of course other people, including Typo is Music, Real Fortes, and of course Say Yes, Finest. All right. Make sure you check out his music, man, and make sure you follow Yasin's on Instagram and other social media platforms so you can take a look at his music journey and behind the scenes and all that great stuff right there. So that's Ya underscore sins on Instagram. Check out his music, man. You won't regret it. This is the realest rapper that I ever met whatsoever. And I remember going to his performance at Roy Wilkins Park. This took place in 2020. Yeah, this took place in 2020. Yeah, 2020. So you're gonna have fun with his album though, man. So make sure you cop that album with 8 songs, man. I promise you will like this project, man. Serious Sin. All right. So there you go, right there, folks. I wanted to just put that out there so I could actually um wrap this up right here, man. So let me wrap this up right here, folks. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up right here. So, all right, so yeah, we're gonna wrap this up right here. So this is going to be stream choices on the go, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, make sure you go ahead and follow Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast on Threads alongside with Instagram and alongside with my other 2 podcast shows that I'm slowly getting back to, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, my sports platform where I cover the New York Mets, basketball, football, and all that great stuff. And my review show, Meticulous Values Podcast. And of course, you can follow your homie right here, your host with the most, Misunderstood Lonely Nomad, Queens, New York native, independent podcaster, man who holds the back doors of the Q5 and N24 buses on the Grand, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. So there you have it right there, man. Make sure you go to the link tree. You go to the link tree and it's going to have some streaming platforms for you to track out the episodes. Make sure you go ahead and go to my link tree, and it's going to include Odyssey, Audible, Audiobirds, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Overhaul FM Podcast, Player FM Pocket Cast, Pod Bay, Pod Friend, Pod Hound, Podo Polo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Pod Chaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine, Snip, Spotify for podcasters, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the #1 app where you can listen to music, radio, and podcasts for free. You don't need a debit card or credit card to download iHeartRadio or any of the apps whatsoever. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast right here on iHeartRadio alongside with streaming platforms. And also make sure you grab the subscribe button on the YouTube channel page of my channel, which is G Money Stacks 555, for more live podcast episodes. You can't miss it, man. It's on the playlist, man. I have a playlist where you can watch the episode, man. You know what I'm saying? So, be sure to grab the subscribe button alongside with alerts so you can be aware on on the uh on the podcast episode recordings, starting with the date, time, and the date and time and when I'll be on the air via live stream on YouTube alongside with Instagram live feed. And let me know what you think about the topics, including the transit topics that we talked about earlier, along with the other topics in this episode whatsoever. And and of course, be sure to listen, stream, and watch these episodes, including the ones you missed. New episodes are going to be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on every streaming platform whatsoever. I'm slowly getting back to it. And be sure to be sure to share the videos, share the episodes, tell a friend to another friend. And of course, be sure to include the um the people that you are cool with, man. Make sure you actually spread the word, share my link tree along with the podcast and stream platforms. My link tree links with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, the people you're cool with from work and everywhere else where you meet new people. All right. So that's gonna do it for me, man. Um, I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonaire. Thank you very much for listening and tuning in and rocking with me on the 331st episode right here on my New York Avenue podcast platform right here. And of course, happy early Earth Day to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? You all that great stuff right there, man. Remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard. And if you want something, you have to earn it. You have to earn it. You know what I'm saying? And also um be able to be you, find and find something that clicks to you, um that makes you happy creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually, that gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision whatsoever. And that gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. All right. Make sure you follow me on Discord too. I'm about to post some stuff on there as well as anywhere else that I could actually that anywhere else. I'm gonna be posting some stuff on threads as well. So you can follow me on there as well. And of course, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Y'all can donate. Y'all can donate any amount of money whatsoever, whether to my Cash App or my PayPal PayPal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out of here. Peace and one love. Peace and one love. Be careful out there, out on these streets, especially on these events for this weekend. Happy early Earth Day to everybody, and including the people. I hope y'all enjoyed the podcast festival in Atlanta, Georgia. Be careful out there. LA, 5 spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. I'm up out of here, man. I'll see y'all in the next episode and the flip side, man. Peace and one love. Good night, everybody. I don't understand, man. Come on, man.